G'day, and welcome to Call of Jaurez, Ranslinger. So, this Let's Play is of, obviously, Call of Jaurez, Gunslinger. I've already played through the game a couple of times. I really love this game. I like the style, I like everything, basically everything about this game. And I guess I will go into more detail during that, during the actual playthrough. Alright, I'm gonna do this on hard. I'm not gonna do True West, mostly because I think that'll take too long. It was very tempting for a moment there, though. So, this is a Call of Juarez game, which, unlike the Cartel, means that it is actually, it takes place in the Wild West.
Easy boy.
It's, you know, a Western first-person shooter. The conceit that frames this game is the titular Gunslinger character.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's
Greaves.
Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty
is
hunter?
narrating this game.
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy.
So,
First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawman who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
so the voice actors you hear in that cutscene, basically most of the voice work for the game. Enemies will talk occasionally, but you'll often hear Silas talking over, and occasionally some of the other characters. But the voice actor who plays Silas, and I probably should have looked up his name before I started this, does the vast majority of the voice work for this game. Unfortunately, I think he does a good job.
It was
with
about
that.
30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs.
They use the framing really
I threw
well
in
in
with
this
the
game.
kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny,
There we go.
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Where is a rifle? There's the rifle. Okay, so I've already leveled up in this. Quick check. It's been a while since I played the game. It was beginning of last year that I went through it. I want to check what the key bindings are. Yep, that's all the kind of key bindings I would use. Q is concentrate. There we go. And F melee. This game has a leveling system. I am max level. I have played through this game twice, so everything you see here, like, is not going to be representative of the first time you play the game. Everything will be slower. That's fine. Frame rate is not great. I was not recording it last time I played this game. I'll probably need to.
I knew those two morons would never let me through.
Is he with
I had no choice.
Hey, why am I not hitting? That's... Alright, there we go.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast.
They're coming from the rear!
Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead. I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit.
Stay on it! Cover it!
So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kids' apprehension, Garrett was able to hire
I've forgotten
every
how a lot of
gunman
these things
in
go.
Lincoln
I
County.
basically should be able to do a self-perpetuating loop here, but I don't. Nope. Alright. And it's all pistol ammo right now because normally I wouldn't have had an opportunity to get anything other than that at this point. Okay.
Watch out! One of them! Yeah, he's right behind us! Where the hell's Garrett? Never mind, when you need it!
There we go.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Indeed, Doc. But where was I? Oh, yeah. A lot of them are saddle tramps, sod busters, or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
This is not working out as well as I would. So, this is the first instance of the shot. You've got basically a second chance that builds up with that skull in the top right-hand corner. So as long as that's filled in, you get a chance to dodge the shot that would kill you. And that also takes you into concentration, which means you got a chance of taking them out.
Then,
I can't remember
I
if
heard a
that's
friendly
also
voice yelling at me from the
skill
window.
ups.
Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiot! Watch your play!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house. I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad. It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
We got, let's see. One of the things I kind of want to point out
Like
is just
that, I was
how
inside.
much this
None
game
the worse for
relies
wear.
on the unreliable
I passed dirty
narrator
day.
framework. Alright, the first time I really remember noticing it
And upstairs,
was
I
in
found Billy
Sands of
and
Time.
Charlie Baldry.
But this plays with it so much more than Sands of Time does. Sands of Time just uses it as an excuse for why you don't die when you run out of lives, right? But here, everything is built around this setup, this framework.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo! Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
Where are you, boss? Oh, there. Okay.
Billy's worth $500.
Normally not quite as easy
dropping like flies.
to keep up
Just kept on.
your multiplier, mostly because I have a bunch of perks that are built around doing this. Also means I don't even need to reload in these circumstances.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching
Whenever
us
I
in a
enter
crossfire,
concentration-
shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Whenever my multiplier hits 6, my concentration meter immediately fills up. Whenever I kill someone in concentration, my concentration meter is done. There we go. Double. There you are. There. There's a bunch of things that work in my favor here.
suckers I personally put down, but
And yeah, this game also does that called quick
and
time.
maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and
How
run.
is he not dead?
They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention.
Okay. But there's also secrets hidden through the game. You won't actually see them this run because I already have them all. But those secrets allow you to actually find out more about the let you find out a lot more about the background of the story. Gives you information about the characters involved, which is cool because I'm actually really ignorant about this whole period of U.S. history.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Greaves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
You were heading for the bar.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
There we go.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hammered bastards would pop up.
And you can see the card metaphor
I
on
had
the
the
right-hand
staples
side
within my reach.
that basically points towards the multiplayer and how close it is to running out. So now we'll go into the first duel. I like that you can shoot these background details for small amounts of XP. That's what the numbers are. They are purely XP.
And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Okay, this introduces the dueling mechanic, which I think is done fairly well on PC. It doesn't work as well as it really should because the it's obviously intended for you to be using two thumbsticks and basically trying to keep in particular sweet spots, and that doesn't map at all well onto mouse
You read
and
that
keyboard.
in a dime novel?
But
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a
I still
rattlesnake.
really like the ideas behind it. I don't think the execution is particularly great on PC, but you're trying to keep your speed up, which involves keeping your hand in the right spot, and you're trying to keep the crosshair on your opponent, who will move around. For me, I find that I can focus on speed and trying to get that up, whilst using my peripheral vision to keep the crosshair on him. And you're just waiting for that heartbeat and waiting for him to grab his gun first, so that
And that you killed him
maintain
in
to
a
be
fair fight.
your honorable
Is that
stats.
what that penny dreadful
You can
said?
draw early.
No, boy.
And then
that
you
ain't
are
what I
marked
meant
as
when I
dishonorable.
said I met Pat Garrett. So
But
let
yeah.
me start again.
Here we go.
Finally reach those damn
First
staples.
real example of it, like, really pulling, like, hey, I can reframe and tell the same part of the story over. And that lets him get away with using the same assets as well. I think it's a really great way of handling
Step
the situation.
inside.
Plus,
and-
you get this kind of humor where it's like,
Last thing
well,
I
that's
heard
what,
was Garrett's voice.
you know,
That's not
let's talk
Billy.
about an
And go on.
honorable
How did it
duel.
end?
And
But then,
Boy,
let's actually
that
finish
was
the
just the
chapter
beginning.
with being just cold-cocked. That's probably not the right term, but you know, just being taken out. That's how you get to the skills menu. So, this is the only time you're actually going to see the skills menu here. As you can see, I've already got all of the skills, but the basic way it works is there's pistols, there's shotguns, and there's long distance. But there's no, like, once you work your way around to this side, and you can go either way, you get extra, like, you get a weapon upgrade. And the same applies here. There's no penalties for dipping into other trees, and so, for example, I pushed towards, like, and you'll see that I'll mostly use rifles, but I went in here and I grabbed truth seeking so I could find those secrets more easily, and the additional zoom, but then I went over to other skill trees to grab the equivalent XP bonuses there. So I think I went for the increased combo, because combo means a higher combo means more experience, it means more skill points more quickly. And I think I went here for the extra speed, but like there's still not enough XP in a typical campaign to get through the whole thing. But if you go and do New Game Plus, then it's very easy to get all of them. And so it took 2 playthroughs. I think I mostly, in my second playthrough, was ducking through levels to try and find secrets.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah.
So
after I came to,
I think I'll just do the
bastard
first 2
had
missions
clocked
in
me
this
with his
session,
colt.
and then we'll go to the next. Game split into multiple episodes, and some episodes have a single level.
And the
some
kid
have 2.
surrendered? When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
But one thing I kind of want to try and work out in my head is, how would you approach this game if you didn't have this narration? If it were a more conventional story where you have cutscenes and you have the main character going through it, you can't, like, this game also won't show events in order.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
And just how levels are structured as well. And I'll get into that when those levels
He was with
come
John
up.
Kinney's gang.
Play with it a bit more.
And they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
I'm looking at the window, which
Why
is
were
also
you
the
after
only
him?
interesting thing
I
to
owed
look
that
at
son
in
of a
here.
bitch a bullet for what he had done to
You
me
can
and
jump
mine.
and look. It's kind of a pity
Instead,
you can't place yourself
all
up.
I got for myself
There's
was
really
a goddamn
nothing
death
happening out
sentence.
there. But
Luckily,
can
it was
hear
right
noises.
around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a
you can
pistol
see
for
that
him in
nothing
the
is
frigate.
actually happening out there.
What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape too.
Yeah. The keys get chucked through.
My
but
first
they also
order of business
chucked
was
me off
finding
of
a
that
firearm.
box, because then I can't see I don't have any hope of seeing Billy come through. I don't know why I'm crouching there. This game doesn't actually have a stealth system as far as I'm aware, so pretty sure it's just a matter of running through here and finding a gun.
Luckily, I
that
located
one.
Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun.
It's important for the game to, I guess, show you all of the guns before you really make a decision, but it really doesn't force you to use particular guns past this first couple of levels. And I'm unlikely to keep this shotgun for long. I don't really like the shotgun. It's okay, I
saw
guess.
Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Yeah.
Anybody
And
see
you can
Billy?
see that console-based interface working there.
Hell yeah. That scattergun was like a double-barreled Howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet.
I'm not sure if that's a New
You
Game
hardly had
Plus
to aim
thing
at that
that it
thing.
shows it. I guess I'll keep the
Guards
shotgun
were
for this
everywhere
level.
looking for it.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a
And there
damn
we go.
alley cat.
It's like,
I
oh look,
followed the planks where I could.
hey, stop that.
Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
Nope. Okay. So, ducking into concentration automatically reloads my guns for free, which is one of the reasons for doing that. I kind of forgot about it, which is why I, waited. But there's no real point in standing up there and shooting. It's mostly following this. And yeah, before next time, I really need to drop some of the settings. Turns out my game does not really like this and recording it, which is a pity. Okay. What do we got over here? Mostly recall.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Find your way through
I
town.
tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
Can I go this way?
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me.
Yeah. Hey,
Apparently, some of them
actually
thought I
sneaking
was
this
Billy.
game.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and color. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
It's a pretty nice shotgun.
They're shooting in the street!
God, these female voices. I don't recall seeing a female model in this game. Like that. Rude. Stop.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse.
I like these kinds of details too.
Though I never did have a
Think
great
it
fondness
drops
for those
off after a bit?
four-legged
Maybe
grass
not.
eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. They price them too high, if you ask me.
Good excuse for why you don't get to ride a horse. Because that otherwise would be part of a Western game, you'd assume. But yeah, it's just. I like the narration style is really nice. There's the red to basically hint to where you should probably go. Yeah, that's right. And then you just drop down here. Pop around here, and
Well,
there'll be
where
more
was the
people.
kid
Gotta
while
get
you were
back to
busy
the front of
getting
the
shot
town.
at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
And you got these things where it's not concentration based, but you got a nice quick time
So I
event.
could be a hapless
Let you
decoy and draw
go
attention
through.
while he snuck out of town.
Get him.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one could put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No,
I like
because they
pointing
all
out,
thought
hey,
I was Billy,
you keep shooting
and all that
so many
blame would
people.
fall on him.
Hey, I never noticed. Can I open the door? Hey, what's in here? Just ammo. There probably was a secret in here at some point. Let's go out here and shoot people.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back!
Notice how I don't seem to need to reload this in concentration mode. I just can shoot and shoot and shoot. Ah! That guy's not dead yet. As soon as I leave concentration mode,
Let him get away!
I have to reload. Like a sucker.
I found what I was looking for. A stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No,
And now
sir.
we've got our first
Because Bob came
real
right up behind me,
duel.
angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we
Fair
stood
enough.
there in the
I'd be
middle of
willing
the
to give him
street,
the shotgun back,
eyeball to eyeball.
but instead, I'm gonna shoot him in
He
the gut.
intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but
Center
to defend
mass.
myself.
You always hear the heartbeat just before they draw, so never really a surprise in that regard. See this? Dishonorable. But on the
Some
other
say
hand,
I fought
whatever.
unfairly. They weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Alright, so this has been the first episode of Juarez Ranslinger. I hope you had fun watching. I'm really enjoying the game, but that is not exactly surprising. And I will see you next time, where we'll move on to episode 2, I guess.